Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom here from Sportsbook.com. Joining us now is Alex from MBitCasino. We're going to do a Premier League rundown, week 33. Take a look at the value. Is there any bets worth taking? Because I tell you what, Alex, we've got the odds. They're high. But at this late stage in the season, you've either got teams fighting to avoid relegation, fighting to finish in the top 6 or the top 4. Makes it very difficult. Is that why the odds are so high?
Yeah, and Premier League, everyone can win against everyone. So this is why we like Premier League so much. This is why is the championship from all over the world with the most bets. The tipsters are giving a lot of opportunities for the bettors for every match also. And in SBR we're previewing most of the matches from Premier League.
We sure are. Now, taking a look, we'll start with Saturday's matches here. And the main one that stands out to me has to be the Manchester United win. It's low, it's 1.24. I'd stick that like in a parlay bet. But I also like Manchester United to win 2-0. I'm just, so right now lacking, I'm doubting Aston Villa. They did obviously score a goal against Bournemouth last weekend. They had the home advantage. I think we're looking at Manchester United win 2-0 here.
We betted that Aston Villa will score at least one time against Bournemouth, but now is a different game where Manchester United will dominate from the beginning till the end. And I think that the win, I'm going for Asian handicap minus 1.5. I think that it has better odds from my point of view. We will preview this also in a different place. So minus 1.5 Asian handicap at around of 1.7, I think it's great from my point of view.
All right, another match that's standing out to me right now is Chelsea versus Man City. Obviously, Man City are on a high after making it through to the semi-finals, beating PSG. They are, interestingly, the underdogs here, 2.82 against Chelsea. Chelsea, obviously, they come from that 1-0 Swans loss. Do you predict a winner here?
It's risky to predict a win, but I don't think that Man City will lose this one. As you said, they qualified in the semi-finals of Champions League, and I think that lately they're playing really good football. So if we want to cover ourselves, I'm going with draw no bet, Manchester City at an odd of 2.3, something like that.
All right, we are great minds think alike, Alex. That's exactly what I'm going for as well, just to cover for that draw. What other Saturday matches are you looking at?
I think that Everton with Southampton will be a match full of opportunities and over 2.5 goals. I think that Norwich versus Sunderland is a clash at the low level of the standings because they are fighting for the relegation. Of course, Norwich is 4 points above Sunderland, but Sunderland has one match in hand. So I think this is the derby of Saturday at the relegation area. I think that we'll see an interesting match, but I don't know what to... I think that it might be also a draw in this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, the Norwich are the favourites, 2.4. But obviously they've yet to... they've gone for a long run there where they have not had a win. So that's, I think, a draw or a draw no bet or something like that is definitely the way to play. Anything else on Saturdays before we move to Sunday's matches?
Not a lot of stuff. The important matches are played on Sunday. This is why... and on Monday, of course, because the last one is Tottenham at Stoke.
Yeah. Well, let's move to Sunday's matches now. And the first match, Bournemouth versus Liverpool. Liverpool have got a very important match tomorrow against Dortmund. They have the home advantage, so that obviously will help them with this match. They're priced 2.17. I think those odds are reflecting their Europa League commitment there. Are you expecting a Liverpool win?
I bet it from yesterday. I found better odds, 2.25. This is the match that came in my eyes from the next round in Premier League, and I'm going directly with the Liverpool win because Liverpool it's playing really well at the moment. Also, I think that they have the first advantage in Europa League against Dortmund. And I think that they cannot lose in front of Bournemouth. Bournemouth that did a okay game with Aston Villa, but the last place from Premier League managed to score against them.
Now, the other match I want to talk about, Leicester versus West Ham. Obviously, we both said last week in the rundown, back Leicester. That's the sure bet. They sure did. They beat Sunderland. I have to say, as much as their odds are tempting too, I'm a little unsure about backing them straight here. It's a straight bet because obviously Leicester is sort of a comfortable 7 points ahead of Tottenham, whilst obviously West Ham, they are fighting. They've maybe got a little bit more to play for, and I think this could be a little bit more evenly matched. What are you thinking?
I think that this is the game where we shouldn't place a bet on the winners market because West Ham is a really incredible team with Dimitri Payet and Carroll and Emenike in great form, even though they lost a couple of minutes ago the semi-final of FA Cup against United. They scored also in this game, and they are scoring in the last, if I count it correct, in the last 15 games in all competitions. So I think it's a really strong team that has the opportunity to qualify for the European Cups at the end of the season, and they will not surrender so easy in front of Leicester. A Leicester that, okay, is an awesome team, a surprise, the biggest surprise from Europe this year. But I think that West Ham will prove them that they are also a strong team and they will not surrender such with easiness.
Yeah, my bet for that match is both teams to score. That comes in 1.8. Coral, do you like it?
Absolutely. This is my top tip also for this match.
Okay, great stuff. All right, it's got two more matches, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, and then Monday's match, Stoke versus Tottenham. For the Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, I just like Arsenal as the accumulator bet there to stick that in as a parlay, 1.36. Anything else you like in that game?
Not necessarily. I think that over 2.5 goals, Arsenal and over 2.5 goals, exactly how it happened in the last 3 matches head-to-head between these two teams. Every time Arsenal won, but we also saw over 2.5 goals in the match. So I think that who wants to risk it a little bit should try the combined bet.
All right. So final match, obviously Stoke versus Tottenham. Tottenham come from a fantastic win there for them, 3-0 against Manchester United. But both are playing, for something. Although Tottenham, they're 7 points behind Leicester. They don't seem to be catching that up. But they are the favourites, 1.85. I think that's not a bad price. What do you think?
Not at all, but Arsenal is staying behind them, even though they're far, but with one match in hand, Arsenal is only 6 points under Tottenham. So I think that Tottenham to stay there in the second place and hope, because there are other 5 rounds in Premier League, they might hope also for the title, which I don't think so, but a player can hope till the end of the season. I think that is a must-win for Tottenham, and I think that we should put from medium to high stake on their victory.
All right, great stuff. That rounds off there our Premier League rundown, week 34. Alex from MBitCasino, thank you for joining us today.